Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're looking at some entitled people that are most definitely Karens. No doubt about it. I want my fiance to get rid of his 5-year-old daughter. Do you? Where's this going, Karen? Hello, relationship rules. Please keep me anonymous. I need some advice from your followers. My 32-year-old fiance has a 5-year-old daughter. Her mother passed away when she was giving birth to her. Oh, okay. And that doesn't make you feel bad at all? No empathy whatsoever. Okay. He has been raising her ever since he lost his wife, with the help of his family, of course. I am now in the picture and we are going to get married in 2023 and I'm 6 months pregnant with his son. I'm not the stepmother type, so I know I won't treat his daughter the same way I will treat our son. To be quite honest, she annoys me. She looks exactly like her mother, so she constantly reminds my fiance of his dead wife. And she is very attached to her daddy, which makes me afraid that my son will not be able to bond with his father because of her. Basically, I want to tell my fiance to get rid of her. She can live with her grandparents, or we can find her a nice couple that wants to adopt a child. I don't know how to approach the situation, but I need to find a way to convince my fiance to get rid of her. I mean, you could try, but he might not want to marry you anymore. I'm not a bad person. I'm just trying to look out for my son and make sure he will get all his father's attention that he deserves. Please help. You know, Karen, I think you might be alone on that one. I'm not sure you're gonna get too many people who sympathize with you. Just an odd thought though. Does she annoy you for any other reason other than she looks like your fiance's dead wife? Or is that just the only reason? 2 stars. It was my 3rd visit today to the falls and I noticed every time I go, there's less water streaming. I suggest them to do something to the falls to make higher or more interesting. Is that something you would like to tell the manager of the waterfalls? Oh, Karen. And this is your reminder to subscribe and pick up some petty merch. Available now. If you spend more than $100, I will make you a personalized video thank you. shop.charlottedobre.net. This Karen decided only moms could park in her neighborhood. Only for homeowners or parents who need to unload groceries while child is screaming, crying, hungry, or tired.
Respect moms.
You know, you should probably take it up with the city, but as far as I know, I don't think that you can actually claim the sidewalk. Or the curb, kind of public property, you know? 1 star, sushi tasted super fishy and wasn't chilled to the touch. Now both my husband and I don't feel good today. Worst experience ever. Should have known better. The place looks run down and they don't speak English. Probably feed us raw cat and dog. If you eat sushi here, think again and try another place. This place is junk. Imagine thinking that sushi isn't supposed to taste fishy. That's what it is, it's fish. Suspicious behavior. I saw my next door neighbor drive up to their house, open the garage door from inside the vehicle, and drive in and close the door behind them. It was last night at around 5:30 p.m. Did anyone else see this? Typically they park in the driveway, but last night they parked in the garage. Oh geez, call the police. I have made a report, but want to keep others on the lookout for this type of behavior. It just makes me nervous for this to be happening in my neighborhood. I'm sorry, you're concerned about your next door neighbor driving into their garage and closing the door? These women brought a bell with them to a restaurant so they could call over their server. No, they didn't. No. What do you think this is, Bridgerton? That's not allowed. Absolutely not. I swear, people still surprise me. Walked out of Bill Burr concert. Booked 2 tickets in Grand Circle. People sitting in area with staff unable to control. Whole audience ruin experience as laughter after every sentence. Too many non-comedy fans in the audience. Would have been better in a smaller venue. Comedy's not for everyone, and that's okay. Stop the pretense, people. Imagine expecting people not to laugh at a comedy show. Oh my God. That is so fun. You're so fun. You're so fun at parties, but I will say that you are not invited to the sleepover. Karen goes to France. I think we should discuss how things work in France if you become ill. My wife became ill while we were there for the first time. It was frightening not knowing how things work or what to do. I believe French pharmacies are different than the US and other countries as they play a much higher role in your medical treatment compared to the US. We were able to get home and it turned out to be food poisoning, but the whole experience was scary for me. Can you imagine your spouse is very sick? You're trying to explain their sickness to a pharmacist that does not speak or understand your language. He ended up giving us some medication for Parkinson's disease. See, the thing is, When you go to a foreign country, they usually, not always, but usually speak foreign languages. So be prepared to have to either learn or try to speak in a foreign language. Google Translate is your friend, Karen. Karen tries to put someone on blast for, checks notes, stealing trash. I just caught a gentleman stealing metal from a dumpster. The truck looks like it's prepared to steal anything. He wasn't concerned about getting caught until I pulled out my camera. Last seen 10 minutes ago heading north on King and 41st. The audacity of this gentleman stealing from a dumpster. Some people just think they're entitled to everything, including trash. One person's trash is another person's treasure, Karen. Karen mad that a restaurant in a French-speaking country only speaks French and Italian and not giving free stuff to her daughter. 1 star, tried to book a table for my daughter's birthday party. Unfriendly service. Refusing to speak other language than French and not willing to offer any special treatment for my daughter on her special day. Absolute disappointment. Okay, so again, go to foreign country, probably has to speak foreign language. Out to dinner with our family at our favorite restaurant. One particular hostess does this every single time. What is it? What is it, Karen? Tell us what your grievances are today. Silverware on the right? Yep. You could tell her she's wrong. I did last time, and she looked at me with an attitude and slammed the silverware down all in one place and stomped away. We were hoping that tonight she would do it correctly. As you can see, she's not doing it right still. Very frustrating. I'm absolutely sure she does not get paid nearly anywhere enough to care about this at all. There you go. Because after all, the rules are made up and don't matter at all. Regardless of what she gets paid, that does not justify her rudeness when being shown the correct way. My opinion. Well, it could be perceived as rude to educate her on fine dining placements in an establishment that has paper place settings and lacks real chairs. Well, there you go. What do you think this is, the Ritz-Carlton? There's literally cutlery wrapped in tissue. She would be fired if this was my restaurant. There is the aforementioned Karen part. I see you don't respect laborers. Have a good life. I don't need acquaintances like this. See, the thing about Karens is they kind of go around patronizing people as if everyone is their child. My mom can patronize me about where to correctly place cutlery on her dinner table, but you can't, Karen. Pool water 2 degrees colder? Complain to a newspaper. When there is no manager to complain to a newspaper. To the editor, we are YMCA members since 2009. That tells you how do we value this place. December 2021, the YMCA told us the chief engineer was ordered to decrease the family pool temperature from 87 degrees to 85 degrees. The decision is wrong as family pool water was cold already. It is cold in the change room too. By definition, a family pool has warm water. Does it? You want to take that up with Webster's next time? Cold water is for a competition pool. Cooling it further will force kids and senior people to leave. Is that the YMCA's goal? There are other ways to save money. It was cold in the fitness center on Monday, December 6, 2021 as well. This is outrageous. I am very cold, therefore I will write to newspaper to complain. Where do Karens find the audacity, I tell ya?
I'll tell ya.
Good morning. I received the remote a few days ago and have been out of the office. The remote is great. The packaging is where I have my concern. I have bought over 500 remotes on eBay in the last year. Why? Yes, over 500. I was so frustrated opening your package. Extreme overkill. My lord, overkill. It took me 8 minutes to open the remote. So the remote just cost me an extra $5. I just about threw it. I would have much rather, and I mean so much rather, seen a remote inside of a padded mailer. If you feel more comfortable wrapping bubble wrap around it, please don't tape it too. The only way most people would have gotten it open would be with a razor knife, which would have cut the remote. Would it have? Really? This morning I opened 11 packages, 8 of which were remote controls. Why do you have so many remotes? Yours took me longer than all of the others combined. I definitely appreciate the care you took, but you need to keep in mind the customer has to open it. Most people would have been anxious trying out their device, and I personally know several people that would have thrown it in the front yard and hit it with a hammer, etc. Karen sighting on LinkedIn. Normally, I'm pretty happy with ING, but the moment I saw this important message of how they are working on it, but people shouldn't be calling, I got upset.
Who the hell do you think you are to tell people what they should or shouldn't do, especially when there's a problem?
I'm pretty sure that that's a robot, Karen. I don't think that that's a person telling you what...
This is the reason why support exists. It's not for you to decide how should consumers use it. Hashtag, who do you think you are? Hashtag, bad practice.
Sorry, we are experiencing some technical difficulties logging in. There's no need to call us. We are working on a solution. Well, that's a freaking head scratcher, isn't it? Very funny, though. I enjoyed that. Thank you, Karen. This Karen wanted a refund for lamb because it was too expensive, even though she already bought it. I went to Tesco for a leg of lamb, £30 and 86 pence. Absolutely mortified at the price. He did question the price and accepted an answer and paid.
However,
I am not prepared to pay this. Some families don't even have £30 a week to feed their children. Something needs to be done. I will be taking this item back to Tesco tomorrow and asking for my money back. That's a pretty big lamb leg though, like I'm not gonna lie. What did you expect to pay? I don't think it works like that. Like, good luck. Good luck, Karen. May the leg be with you. Male Karen getting triggered by milk alternatives. There is no such thing as plant-based milk. Silk responds, you're looking right at it. Plant-based beverages are taking over. That's why we're calling it next milk. Silk, false. Milk comes from memories and soybeans don't have them. I'm fine with people drinking what they wish, but as soon as someone starts falsely calling themselves milk, when they aren't, they are lying and have become farmer-hating bigots. I will continue to lean on our senators from Wisconsin to ban this kind of false labeling. You are a soy beverage and a milk alternative, but you are not milk and have no right calling yourself such. Milk comes from memories! I just read a client's contract for them and the landlord has written a clause that bans spices and oils in whole cooking. What? Imagine thinking you had the right to ban flavor from someone's life. I would simply not move in. Oh, is it stinky? Is it smelly, Karen? You don't like the smell of that? Yeah, don't be a landlord then. Does that bother you? Allow me to play the world's smallest violin. Those are some entitled Karens. Remember, guys, the world don't owe you. Subscribe!